Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys my eyeshadow palette collection. This is my third time attempting to do this video because I'm so OCD. When I mess up a little bit, I want to redo the entire video. But I was debating if I wanted to do this video just because I feel like I don't have a lot of eyeshadow palettes, but yet I feel like I have too much for someone like myself who does not do makeup like all the time or every single day. So yeah, I'm gonna be showing you guys my eyeshadow palette collection. Oh, and then you see people on YouTube who show their eyeshadow palette collections, and it's like 500 plus palettes, and then it just gets boring because of how much he or she has. And then it's just, yeah, it gets boring after like 10 palettes in my opinion, but anyway. I will be telling you guys in this video which high-end palette is my favorite and which drugstore palette is my favorite. So let's get on to the video. So this is my first palette. This is the LA Colors Nude eyeshadow palette. So this is what she looks like. I love where's my finger? Ooh, finger. This is my two highlighting shades in this palette. They're really pretty. They're not extremely blinding, but they are like a good natural everyday shade highlighter. I have not really played with this palette. Woo. But I just feel like these shimmer shades are too pressed, in my opinion. I've tried the two highlighters, this one, and this one I've tried, but I have not tried anything else. When I put this on my lid, it looked so bad. It didn't even show up. I don't think it's the applicator. I think it's the shimmer. I don't think it's because since I haven't been playing with this that much, it's like so pressed. I need to keep playing with it so like it shows up better, but I don't know. But so far, I kind of like this palette. I don't know if the shimmer shades are going to keep being too padded in and pressed in the pan, then I'm probably not going to like this palette. But yeah. Next, we have another LA Colors palette. This is the LA Colors Nudes. This is what she looks like. This is really pretty. I've tried all these shades and I'm in love with it. These two shimmer shades are amazing on the lid. They're actually pretty blinding for a drugstore palette. Like drugstore palettes can be really good and high-end palettes can be really horrible. Just depends by the formula, but this is a really good shade for like a base. That's good for like the lid or the crease. And obviously these are good for like toppers on the lid. This is a really good palette. I really do love this palette, and the applicator is pretty good. I actually really like it. It applies these two really well. Most people don't like them, but they're okay. Next, we have this Hard Candy Glitterazzi palette. This is what she looks like. This is a cream palette, and these broke. That's great. I don't ever use this anymore. I honestly, when I first tried this out, I thought I was going to like it, but I don't like it at all, just because these are cream, and I don't know if they have to dry first, but when I put them on my lid and like I looked up, it got all over like my brows and everything. I don't know if it's because I didn't let it dry, but if you're someone, these would be pretty for like a cut crease, but I don't think I'm going to take that risk. And my sister put this all over my face one time, and I'm like, dude, this is really, it was really hard to get off. Like, it wouldn't even come off with makeup removing cleansing water that I have from Garnier. I was like, oh my gosh, but yeah, this is an okay palette. I honestly don't really like it. I don't like cream shadows or anything like that, so or anything cream of makeup, honestly, but yeah. Okay, let's get on to some high-end palettes. So right here, we have the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and this is what she looks like. This is a really pretty palette. Puree and Summer Yum are my favorite, like, palette, my favorite shades out of this palette because I love using them in the crease, and I love using peaches and cream for like a base shade, and Nectar I love using. That's probably one of my used colors in this palette, and Bellini. I like using those for like an inner corner highlight. Nectar, but Bellini for like a on the lid or whatever. But this is a really pretty palette. If you're someone who wants a palette that smells like peaches, this is your one, but yeah, I do like this palette. I've had this for a couple years now, and I barely use it. But yeah, it's a good palette, so it smells really good. Next, for another high-end palette, we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. This is what this palette looks like. I can't even tell you guys how stunning this palette is. These shades are so gorgeous. There's still some, I don't even know what the heck I'm saying. There's still some shades that I still have to try, which is mainly a couple of these at the top. But my favorite shade from this palette so far is Orange Soda. That's like my favorite palette. Oh my gosh! Oh, the reason why this is my third time attempting to do this video is because I'm messing up on my words. But Orange Soda is my favorite shade so far from this palette. I've been watching tutorials on this, doing like cut creases with these shadows, and it looks stunning, and I can't wait to play with this a lot more. This is so pretty. I wanted this one over the Modern Renaissance just because this has a lot more shades in it, like these shades that I love. The Modern Renaissance has like Orange Soda in it, I believe, and Burnt Orange, but it's mainly like a pinky palette, and I don't know, but I love this palette. This palette is stunning. I love it so much. Then we have this Ellen Tracy Pure Gold eyeshadow palette. I got this from TJ Maxx. This is not gold at all. Obviously, you can tell it's a drugstore palette. First of all, because of the name, and then when you look at the shades, it's a completely different story. But I got this because, first of all, it wasn't broken. You have to watch that at TJ Maxx and stealing and swatching and everything. And this has a little swatch in it, and I never realized it, but there's a hair on this shade up here. But yeah, this is a really pretty palette. I love all these colors in here. These shimmers, I tried them on my boyfriend. He doesn't like makeup. I just do it for fun. They're not pigmented at all. Like, they're very sheer. And I love using this shade as a base. I haven't tried any of these shades yet, but it's an okay palette. I just don't really use it anymore. They're not really pigmented, but they're a little bit there, but it was a cheap palette, and these are pretty colors, so yeah. And next we have a Hard Candy Look Pro palette. This is what she looks like. This is so pretty. They have other ones at Walmart, and these are super cheap, $6. And at the time when I got this was the only palette they had, but now they have more. If I knew they had more when I got this, I would have gotten a different one, but I'm actually happy that I got this just because these are my 3 most used shades out of this palette. It may not look like it, but excuse me, I love these 2 shades, and I love using this as a base. Excuse me, oh my lord. This is a fun palette to do for like Valentine's Day. It's so pretty, you guys. Sorry, my dog was dreaming and he just did it again. Oh my gosh. Okay, like I was saying, like this shade, this shade, this shade, this shade would all be beautiful for a Valentine's Day look. Did I say this one? And that one, if I didn't say it. But this is a really pretty palette. I do really love it. Next, we have these 3 LA Color palettes. First, we have like this warm tone browns palette. I do really like this. I use this for like brows, as you guys can see. I don't really use these as much anymore, but if I do people's makeup, these are the palettes that I would use on them. Then I have like this blue greenish palette. I use this one the most on people. I don't know, these shades, this is a good shade for like a brow bone highlight and everything, but I don't know, it's an okay palette. And then last, out of the 3, we have like a pink palette. This is probably my only favorite shade out of the palette just because, you know, it's like a warm tone orange, which I love. The rest of them are just too pink, but, you know, they're okay. I haven't tried all of them, but I do like this as a base shade. Guys, they all have good base shades to use for a base. But yeah, this is an okay palette. Then we have this Hot Looks Glamify eyeshadow palette. This is really old, but this is what it looks like. Personally, I don't really like this palette. It's a lot of fallout, but this is what she looks like. Then we have the TCW The Color Workshop palette. So first, it used to come with lipsticks, but I took those out because they were really sticky and not good to use anymore. Then I still have some eyeshadows, which I never really use, and then there's just some blush in here, which is okay. This was, I think, like my first palette that I got. It's really old. I should throw it away, but there's still stuff that I can use in it, but it's okay. Then we have the Jaclyn Hill X Morphe palette. This is what this beauty looks like. Oh my gosh. I was excited when I said this palette because, oh my god, look at these freaking shades. I'm excited to try these colorful ones, but oh my god, this palette is so pigmented, creamy, soft, so beautiful shades. I would definitely recommend this palette. Oh my gosh, I love it. Then I have this Color Workshop Smoky Eye palette. This is what she looks like. I have not used all these shades in here. My boyfriend used these on me. I've only tried, these two shades, and that's it. And then this one. So yeah, I still have to try this out some more, but I don't know. It's smoky eyes, which I'm not a huge fan of, but yeah. Then we have this LA Colors Day to Night palette. This is what it looks like in the inside. Personally, it's a lot more shimmer shades, and I'm a fan of matte shades. I love matte shades. I don't know. I've only literally tried this shade out of the palette. I don't know. It looks exciting, I guess. I haven't really played with it, so I can't really tell you my thoughts on it, but... Then I have some single shadows. So these are 3 LA Colors matte eyeshadows. The first one we have here is Foxy, and this is so pretty. This is my favorite out of the 3 of them because I love this color. Then the second one is called Whisper. This is a nice base shade as well. It's good, you know, it's good. Then the last one we have is French Vanilla, which I use as a base shade, and I love it. Then we have 2 Wet n Wild Color Icon single shadows. This one is in the shade Nutty, and I don't even know how it broke, but I don't really use these as much anymore, but this was only 93 cents. It was super cheap, and it's a pretty color, so. Then this one is in the shade Spiked, which it's a good topper. Like, you could use it for, like, you could use it for, like, on a cut crease for, like, a shimmer shade. It's pretty good. Then I just have this, is it a quad? I don't know. This is what it looks like. I usually use the black, like if I do eyeliner, I'll use this black to like fill in it, like the lines or whatever. I literally don't even use a palette only for eyeliner, and I don't even use eyeliner anymore, but yeah. Okay guys, now I'm going to be showing you guys my favorite drugstore palette and my favorite high-end palette. So my favorite drugstore palette out of my collection is the Hard Candy Look Pro palette. This is so pretty, and I love these shades in it. Mostly, I just love the mattes in this. It's so stunning. Now, this is a drugstore brand, Morphe, but since it has Jaclyn Hill palette, oh my god, since it says Jaclyn Hill, it's kind of a little bit more expensive. $38, I feel like that's a lot for a palette, I don't know. But this is, I'm going to call this a high-end palette. This is my favorite high-end palette. These shades, oh my god, these are so pretty. These are all the shades I love, like, mainly the first, like, the third row. The first 3 rows are my favorite, but yeah. Anyway, guys, that's basically it for this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up and comment down below which palette out of my collection was your favorite. But bye, guys.